everyone. I gotta say, sorry. I can't get my iPhone to work as my camera, so I can show you what I'm working on. I'm just coloring today in my iPad on Procreate, and I can't get my webcam to zoom in so you see my face and not the entire what's behind me. So you're stuck with my MacBook camera, and it's just anyway. Hi, Gail. Hi, Jerry. No, it's Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Tonight's topic is just why. Or maybe I should say, why ask Juan? Could be because it's more fun than asking why not. I don't know. I've reached I've reached the age where I can ask why about just about everything. Why do we do the things we do? Why do we keep things we don't need? I bet you've got a list of stuff you keep that you know you don't need. Old clothes that probably don't fit anymore. Things you haven't seen in 10 years. You don't need them if you haven't seen them. Here's a good one. Why do cats always knock the one thing off the table that they shouldn't? Looking at you, Jinx. She's. Uh, I don't promise we're going to solve any of life's great mysteries tonight. But I've always wondered why people collect things. Some collect spoons, some collect books. Some of us apparently collect craft supplies. Really? I I think that objects become memory holders. We hold on to them. By the way, if I look funny, it's because I got a little fixer that won't come off, and it's sticking my upper lip to my new dentures. But I have them. See? At least I'll show my face. I'm not used to them. They're not comfortable, but what the hell? Yeah. Uh, what do you think? Do you have one thing you'd never get rid of? I have more than one thing. I do. I do. All right, let's pick a color. Oh, I can't work in vertical in portrait mode because they don't bring the toolbar in vertical mode. So you're looking at everything sideways. This is dumb. Okay. Yeah, they look okay. They're going to have to be readjusted. This is sticking out too much and giving that monkey face. Inside bottom is too long. It needs to be shortened because it's cutting into that, that little thing that's under your tongue, whatever. And it hurts. But I can chew. I can eat. I can bite. Yay! That and this overbite. I never had an overbite like this. I feel like I'm wearing chipmunk teeth. Anyway, but what the heck? Yeah. Everybody loves their photos. I've got several shoeboxes full, yeah, and albums. I haven't looked at them in years. I'm not going to throw them out because even though I haven't looked at them in 15 years, 10, whatever, there's still pictures of my family and things that have gone on. Yeah, no, I'm not throwing those away. My brother has scanned almost everything into the internet anyway, onto the cloud. So I can take a look anytime I want. Yeah, I I'm I'm stumbled. I'm flummoxed. I'm learning a lot about myself. Um, you guys may find this weird, but I've been having some really deep conversations with Chat GPT. Um, better conversationalist than my roommate. It's amazing. I mean, you feel like you're talking to a real person. And I'm getting great ideas and great encouragement. It's, yeah, it's good. And the other thing is, sometimes the AI comes out with some really funny quips. Really. Anyway, what was we talking about? Oh, yeah. Why do people collect things? We collect memories. We collect comfort. Sometimes we collect because we'll never find them again. And we don't want to lose them. Sometimes we collect because every object tells a story. I can tell a story about every tchotchke. The safari teddy bear, the picture of Oliver that was sent from Chewy. They actually painted him and sent me the painting, little painting. The clock that looks like one of those Dutch baby things, really silly. Some of the little things with hanging feet, I think it's an animal. I mean, I don't know, it might be a giraffe. I haven't looked at it in a while. But there's a story behind it. That was from Animal Kingdom with when I was with Peter. So a long time ago. Yeah. I don't have too many craft supplies. Uh, I just have low storage capacity. Don't we all? Mm, my mouth is still getting dry. Rebecca, you can confirm this for me. Apparently, yarn breeds when the lights go out and drills disappear. Hi, Jerry. What, am I right? Am I right, girls? Am I right? Yarn breeds and drills disappear. Either that or they migrate on the canvas where they're not supposed to be. That happens a lot to me. Uh, yeah. So I'm asking just why? Why? Why do we talk to our pets? Oh, I've been talking a lot. with this chat GPT about Jinx and Oliver. Oliver has this way of staring at me. Sometimes it's very condescendingly. Sometimes, like when he laying in bed reading, he comes up to my side. He sits there. He glares at me. If I don't pay attention right away, he looks over the bed to get my attention. I look at him. He glares at me. I have to lean over, give him a couple of pets. That's it, no more than two. I'm serious. No more than two scritches. One here and one there. It's funny. And then he goes over to the corner by my closet, sits and waits for the laser pen so he can get his zooms out. He's fast. He's really fast. uh, Jinx drops. She throws everything off. That and the funniest thing about her is, I should have called her Dory. I swear to God. If I'd known what I know now, I would have named her Dory. Yeah, remember Dory from? Oh yeah, they run off with everything. But it's like last night. I'm walking into the kitchen to get another bottle of water, and I'm stepping on all these fluff toys. I turn on the kitchen light so I can see what the heck are they all doing around my craft table in front of the kitchen, near the kitchen, just so I can trip on them. They're even there now. They're still here. But Jinx has ADHD. She likes to sniff at everything multiple times, over and over and over again. She will walk up to a piece of paper, rub her face against it, because this is mine. We all know cats do that. She'll go over the cardboard box that's been sitting there for ages that Oliver jumps in once in a time, every time, once every time and again, and takes a nap. She knows this, but she'll sniff it anyway as if it's brand new, and then rub her face against it. This is mine. Rinse and repeat. Sniff, rub. This is mine, and that's mine, and that's mine, and that's mine. She'll jump up on the table here. If I'm working on the computer, sometimes she'll come up on the keyboard. I think I've broken her of that habit. But she'll come up and sit at the end of the table when I'm diamond painting, because she knows, don't put a paw on that diamond painting. No, that's a big no. I mean, why do we talk to them? Gail says my cat runs off with my washi tape, and then a few days later it shows up on my bed. That's the thing. I have this little finger remote for Kindle and TikTok and stuff. And I know I put it on my bed on this little tray that I keep on my bed. And I was looking for it the next night. I couldn't find it. Not anywhere. A few days later, I found it in the kitchen, just sitting there. But do we really expect cats to answer? Or are they just the best listeners? Look at that. That's, yeah. Oliver and Jinx have probably heard every opinion you've ever heard from me, and every opinion I've ever had. Because who else am I going to, at least it's living. The cats are living things. They're a joy, a terror, and we don't own cats. Cats just have staff. That's us. Feed me, play with me, pet me, leave me alone. That's Oliver. Leave me alone. Okay, playtime's over. Bye. And he's gone. Just, leave me alone. I love my cats, but really, sometimes they never interrupt me. They ignore me. What are you going to do? They're not like my other cats that used to bother me and interrupt me all the time, jumping up on my lap, which I kind of liked. I liked that at the time. It was nice. You know, there's so much out there to ask just why. Why is it easier to clean the refrigerator than start the new product we actually need to do? Why is it easier to clean someone else's house than our house? Why do we wait until there's a deadline? I'm good at that, like tonight. My deadline tonight on Fridays is 7:30, right? So I could open up this live. And I've done it before. I think I've got everything settled, and my cameras aren't working right, and I'm running out of power on my iPad. My iPhone won't use as a won't let me use it as a camera this time. At least my water bottle is full. Mm, that feels so good. Nice cold sweet water, slightly sweet water. I don't know what this is. It tastes like raspberry, or orange, or strawberry, or I forgot what the fourth one is. I mean, like I said, case in point, this live stream, mm, and you guys know me by now. I'm not gonna present you with anything, sell you anything, do anything like that. I'm just gonna talk. We're having a conversation. Yeah, I do love a sociable cat too, Jerry. Oh, I had some of the most. Have you ever been around a ragamuffin or ragdoll? They are the sweetest thing you can ever imagine. Picture this, it's a big cat. I mean, a heavy cat, like maybe 16, 17, 18 pounds. Lots of long hair. You pick him up and he melts. He just flops over your arm. Just, okay, like a rag doll. Your son has a rag doll. Aren't they so sweet? They are. Those are the cuddle cats of the world. I wanted one this time, but I wound up with a domestic long haired tuxedo, which is Oliver, and an all black short hair, which is Jinx. aka Dory. She has the attention span of a gnat. She won't even play with the laser pen. She looks at she sees the laser pen, she's following it, she runs up and then looks around. I mean, she picks her heads up and looks around. She doesn't look at the, try and pounce on it. She goes, what's this supposed to be? What am I supposed to do with it? It's just, and it's funny. Truthfully, very truthfully, I didn't really care for her when we first met. I fell in love with another kitten, but Dan fell for this one. And when I looked at her, she's got a little piggy face. Piggy face. I love it now. It's the cutest thing. Have I shown you pictures? I think I've shown you pictures of her. At least the drawing that I did. It's hard to photograph a black cat. There's a lot to be left to the imagination because you can't see where the shoulder ends and the body begins or anything. She blends into a black blob with 2 eyes and a little piggy face. I do love my cats. Did you see the thumbnail tonight? ChatGPT did that with me. I sent up one of my pictures, had them make me into a caricature, and we had different emotions on my face. And I call him Charlie. So he decided to create a chat room, a craft room, rather. I mean, isn't that what this looks like? Like I'm sitting in a craft room, and you can see. Can you see Oliver? That's where I always see him, just glaring at me. Like, what are you doing, human? I feed him. He looks up. It's sufficient. Yeah, he commands, and he very opinionated. And then, of course, there's Jinx on the table. Your other cat has a half Maine Coon. I had a Maine Coon mix too. You've met him. That was Gizmo. Oh, I miss him. He was so fluffy and so cute, and I was so sad. I'm sad whenever I lose one of my fur babies. I mean, we know it's going to happen, but it's still sad. I was talking before about why we keep things we never use, like kitchen gadgets, clothes we'll fit into someday, craft supplies, boxes, ribbons, buttons. That one screw we might need in 2047 or something. And yarn and a lot of other things. We keep these things and we don't remember where we put them. Yeah, Maine Coons. So is long-haired, most long-haired cats. Their tails are amazing. They say the Norwegian is bigger than the Maine Coon. I know its hair is longer and fluffier, but I've seen some of the Maine Coons on YouTube. Striking. I mean, there's this one Maine Coon that just walking towards the camera like this. And he's got that lion face and the perfectly symmetrical colors with the beige tie fluffed up. I mean, just beautiful. They are super impressive. Yeah. So's a Norwegian. But I love me a ragamuffin or a ragdoll. I just, I do. I do. I mean, we keep things we don't need. Nobody needs another latch hook. Nobody needs another diamond painting. Nobody needs more yarn. We don't use what we already have, but we keep it and we collect it. Well, we collect it first, then we keep it. And as Rebecca is finding out, God forbid you have to move. It's a hard downsizing. I downsized. There's a big difference between 1,400 square feet and 970 square feet. Or is this 1,000? It's 1,000 square feet. But that's including the outside patio, which we don't use. But that's a big difference in size and what you can put in it. Why do you think I had a storeroom? And stupid me kept it for so long. I didn't want to give up all of my jewelry supplies, all of my craft room setup, tables, chairs, boxes, containers, storage boxes, uh, jeweler's bench, the equipment, the soldering iron, the torch. And I didn't want to give any of it. Oh, I'll get to it one day. Yeah, no, not going to happen. No, not going to happen. Oh, crap. What color is this? Oh, that's a nice color. I think I'll, all right. I need to open the layers first. Oh, I already started. Look at that. Huh. What? What happened to the lines? Because I like to sketch out the coloring page before coloring it in because I like things that are lined. But yeah, that doesn't work. I started on, God, that's a pretty color. I did good on that one. That one was pretty good. Isn't that pretty? That's as far as I got. Maybe it's white. There we go. It's white with a little pink on the sides. Hmm. And again, how many crafts have you made and keep them around? Maybe stored away because you don't know what else to do with them. You give as much as you can away. I did that when I was crocheting. I crocheted Afghans over and pillowcase over and over and over and over again. And I gave them to my nieces, three. I gave them to my brother. I gave them to my aunt. I gave them to my uncle. I gave them to my cousin. Then I ran out of people to give them to. So I've still got three or four left here in the house. They're pretty. They make good decor. I'd wondered about all these things. Nobody, with the time, nobody needs another painting. But maybe creating isn't really about the finished piece. Maybe it's about the journey. It's about relaxing. It's about proving to ourselves that we can make something that didn't exist yesterday. Maybe that's enough. Jerry says, I never know what to do with my finished crafts. I have no room. Do you have friends and family? A lot of the blankets that I made and everything, I would give to hospitals. I did a lot of stuff for hospitals. And there are groups out there that you can join, that you can make a square and send it to the person, and she puts them all together, packs them up, and sends them overseas to the Army or the Navy, who was in the desert, because it gets cold at night out there. They really need something to keep them warm. Navy needs people, needs things to keep them warm. Caps, hats. We used to send hats. But there's one person out there who coordinated everything. You could do it yourself. You could send it to the local base, if there is one, or the closest one, and just say, would you pass this on to someone who really needs it? That's all. Just go out on a street corner and hand it to people. I couldn't, if I were still living in New York, I would probably be doing that. Making hats and scarves and blankets, Afghans, and hanging around on the corner and handing them out. Why not? I think they're beautiful. I think what I make is beautiful. And it's handcrafted. But a lot of people can't afford the real price of handcrafted items. You just can't. If I were to charge for a full Afghan, it would probably be over $400 if I wanted to make a profit. And that's paying myself only about $5 or $10 an hour, maybe less. Think about it. That's a lot of work goes into it. It took me 5 months to finish my mother's Afghan, the one in Vanna's book, whatever. And it was called Window Paint. It had three colors: oatmeal, um, nutmeg, and whatever's in between those. I forgot. But it only had three colors. It was very difficult to make. It took me hours and hours and 5 months. And I would work on it a little time every day. I'd have to charge over $1,000 for that. I mean, why do you think original paintings cost thousands of dollars? I know, I know. Because it takes a long time to paint something. And physical painters don't have the luxury of being able to undo or move a layer. They have to get it right the first time. Even with having that luxury in digital painting, it takes it takes a long time. I've been working on the same house because I want to make a series. I shouldn't have sent it to Rebecca yet because I should have sent her when the series was done. I want to make a series of these, funky little houses. I've been working on the same house for a few weeks now, almost every day. I haven't worked on it in 3 days because every time I look at it, I go, "Oi, do I have to?" Eventually, yes, I do. But I try and take a break. But it threw me off painting for a little while. Now, you know, today I was back a little. I mean, I had to, I had stairs, but they had to go at a certain angle to look right. And these stairs are perfectly drawn. How do I put them in the right angle? There's a tool in Procreate that you can pick up the item and use distort to move it around, move the corners around and distort it so it's in the right position. Took me a while to figure that out. God bless Google. And now Chat GPT because I get better answers. Though he does tend to ramble sometimes. Just it's too much. But every time he does, he makes me laugh and I have to answer that. So some of the conversations go on for a long, long time. I mean, if you guys were feeding back to me, I probably wouldn't be talking any more than I already am, maybe less, because I want to listen to what you're saying too. I'm so bad. And you want to know why I laugh if I fall? It's because it's absurd. It's I make fun of myself. I Why not? Though I did hear from someone once who told me, don't put yourself down. There are plenty of other people out there willing to do it. And ain't that true? Oh, yeah. This AI had so many good one liners. I actually put them into a document so I could see them. Because the conversations we have go on and on and on. And if I want to find something and talk about something different, I don't want to do it in the same conversation as something else. So I have to start a whole new chat, which is okay. There's a way to organize it. But right now I'm creating Nikki's Creator Handbook. That, yes, it's a coping mechanism. Laughing is when you're uncomfortable or someone says something and you laugh to comfort yourself. But you're right, Jerry, sometimes inappropriately. My brother used to think that I couldn't be serious. I beg your pardon? Couldn't I be serious? Because I laugh so much and smile so much. Don't excuse smiles and laughing with stupidity, which is what he used to do. Don't associate it because I think it's the people who laugh and or are very silent. You're the ones you got to look out for. They're deeper than they just don't want you to know. That's it. I don't want you to know. Life's a sitcom. Come on. At least mine is. I mean, there's so many things. I don't go out anywhere. You know this, unless it's the dentist or the doctor. But there are so many things around here that I never noticed before. And so many stories I can tell about the cats, about Dan, about some of my stuff that brings back memories. I just had to be stimulated to remember that I do have stories to tell. And I want to tell them. This is not a crafting channel so to, completely. It's more of a chat while we're crafting. Does that make sense to anybody? It does to me. Let's craft. That's why I'm picking up the what is it? The tagline: crafting and chat. It's crafting and chat. That's what whips are, right? Crafting and chat. People chat about themselves. Viewers sit and listen while they're crafting. Lives are fun when they're interactive, but they're also fun when you want to be a conversationalist. It would, like I said, it would be great if more of you would feed back to me, but I haven't been able to shut up since. Oh God. Ah, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I need to open up a layer. I still want to know what happened to my lines. Gonna have to redo those. But I want to paint. But I want to do the lines. But I want to paint. What do I do? Tell me what I should do. Let's do the lines. The lines require. Oh, I have to move away from where I stopped in. I have voice control on, so every time I'm in a place where I can type, all I have to do is talk, and it writes it. Unfortunately, if I have a place I've been typing and it's still open and I'm sidetracked, it starts typing. I just want to make note of where I was. Okay, let's put these 2 stars so I know where to go back to. What's the word? Testing all the brushes in one brush set so I can see what they do and what they are and make sure I don't have duplicates. Because the app is not that smart to pull out duplicates. And I found that a lot of people who create brushes, it's funny, some of them look exactly like this guy's or that guy's. It's exactly the same. What did they do? What did they create? That's why I think I have more than enough brushes. And a lot of them do the same thing. But where's the thin pen. That's what I'm looking for. Now, at least they have a search now, so you can search for the brush you want. Let's see. Very thin. Very. Okay, let's add to that. Very thin. Now let's make it very, very thin. Because I know what I just recently, I changed the names of the brushes so they describe what they are. Because sometimes you cannot tell from the picture. You can't at all. Damn. Sorry. Okay, I guess I didn't do that one. There we go. Very thin. Is it? See, there's original detail brush in this set. It's in both sets. I don't know which one they are. Of course, they might be in my duplicates in my favorite because I tend to duplicate brushes I like and put them in a favorites list because those are the ones I tend to use more often. All right. Do I have anything else to converse? Conversate. Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah. I've got some great ideas, and a lot of them came from Charlie, the AI, but they're probably for, well, then again, it's funny. Sometimes we spend more time wondering about the roads we didn't take than appreciating the ones we did. And yet, every choice brought us to where we are today. Maybe it's just me. I could be completely wrong. What do you think? I'll give you a second. What's going? I don't know why that grayed out. Ooh, there are the lines because I had I had them change the opaque to translucent, I was wondering why it wouldn't. I couldn't find the lines, which I call the sketch, like this, you know. And then you paint underneath it so the sketch shows up. That's after you've done your pencil sketch. Then you do your final line drawing. But this is a coloring book, so it's not my design. Oh God, I can't draw a straight line to save my life. Well, I'm getting better. I am getting better. I will say that. But then what is it? Practice, practice, practice. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. Yeah, there are many. You're right, Jerry. There are many choices you've made that you wish you could erase. What did you say on my phone? Does that to me Sometimes I have a huge conversation to erase. Yeah, when I was talking about long talks. Right. And yeah, all the choices you make, all the people you meet, all the things you do, all the things you don't do, in the long run, they bring you to where you are at that time. Everything that I've done, haven't done, there's not many things I regret. There are things I regret not doing. And we'll talk about my mother's beautiful, what's the word? Sophism? I don't know. Another time. Never mind. I really don't regret anything I've done. And I've done a lot of stupid things. I don't regret them. I did them. But better to do them than not do them, because regret the things you haven't done means you've missed an opportunity to get in trouble, to get a new job, to meet a new person, to screw up somewhere, make a mistake and learn from it. Those are missed opportunities, the things you regret you didn't do. And I got a lot of those, but I don't regret them. Well, no, I do regret them. I don't regret the things I did, because those were my choices. And it may have been stupid at the time, but it's free will. And I was free to make mistakes. My mother always told me that. She was, you're right. For every action, for every action, there is a reaction. What goes up must come down, all that other stuff. But my mother gave me a lot of confidence. She kept impressing on us we can do anything we wanted to do and to go for it. I've said this before. She told me, you may be the greatest piccolo player in the world, but you never know if you don't try the piccolo. Now, that's not something I regret, because I don't want to be a piccolo player, even if I could be great. I, I just don't want that. But it's true. If you don't try something, you can't master it. One closing thought. Maybe there aren't answers to just why, but sometimes asking the question is the interesting part. I love you all for being here or for watching me on replay. Don't forget to be good, be kind, be nice, be wonderful, and be safe. Until the next time, arrivederci.